Hi there, welcome back to Gray's Gardening. My name is Gray and this is my gardening channel. So I'm going to get straight into it. The title of this thumbnail is Have I Left It Too Late? And what I'm talking about is my courgettes. Now, I planted some in, I sowed some back in April and they are over in the bed right now, but they're not looking too good. They're not looking too healthy at all. I've never sowed seeds this late. So I've got a few pots. I found my little my packet of seeds. There's actually 5 seeds inside here, 5 left. So I'm literally just going to get cracking with this. So all I need to do, I've filled up 5 little pots full of compost. I'm going to skip the seed and cutting compost. I've gone straight to the normal compost, fully enriched. It is peat-free compost, by the way. Please always use peat-free wherever you can to help the environment. And literally all I'm going to do, hopefully you can see this, 1 seed, poke down a couple of inches, cover them over, and then pop them straight into my tray, which is currently already getting watered by my solar powered watering system that's on at the moment. So that can go in the water or drip into the tray, fill with water, and each of these will then just soak that water up from within and keep the seeds nice and wet. Just popping each one down a couple of inches down below. And then as soon as they pop out, I will have to protect them from the snails because they'll love those juicy new shoots. But for now, I can leave them. The solar watering system will do its thing, keep them moist until they start to pop out. So they are the courgette all green bush from Mr. Fothergill. So to give you a quick update on how the strawberries are getting on. And my first one looks like he's about to go red. Look at that. Oh, hang on. See if I can stay focused. Beauty. Oh no. Ants have got them. I didn't know ants ate strawberries. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, need something in here now to stop that happening. I can't let all these juicy ones. So he looks okay. Maybe they only get them when they start turning red. But there's plenty in there. Oh, that is frustrating. All these new strawberries. Let's hope I get some. Anyway, let's have a look. We've got a nice big cucumber starting at the back. At least 1 or 2 on there. And there's a few just beginning on this plant next to it. So they're looking nice. Oops. Blueberries. Been eating a few of them each time I call down. I treat myself to a couple of nice fresh juicy blueberries. One around here. Melons, they're now starting to grow up the trellisy frame I put in. Each of those little flowers, if they get pollinated, will become a melon. No sign of any starting just yet. But again, my solar watering system is just watering directly into the base of the plant, saving water, watering directly where you need it. And there's a couple more cucumbers. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Another one just starting there. In this far corner, if you can see, this is my pomegranate. So these are the pomegranate flowers. Here we go, one just beginning to open up. Lovely pinky red flowers, or orangey red really. I did get my first ever pomegranate last year, but it wasn't really big enough. I think there's one round the back somewhere, but I can't find it right now. So fingers crossed I get another pomegranate this year. My marigolds grown from seed. They do say that these help protect against the pests. So I just pop them in the beds. They're all looking nice, and if nothing else, they just add a little bit of colour in here. Tomatoes, yeah, looking really good. Again, being watered. I don't have to water while the solar watering system does it for me. These are the what are they called? Red cherry. So we've got the first trusses starting. Won't be long till we have tomatoes. And these are the money maker. They're lagging behind a little bit, but they'll soon catch up. On the other side's the same. Got the trusses starting, maybe, yeah, just in there. few there beginning. I did see some more, can't spot them just yet, still a bit early. And then again, moneymakers just lagging behind. As I say, they will catch up. Don't forget this time of year to be looking at your tomato plants and nip out those little side shoots. They grow between two main stems. Just take them out. There's no need for them to be there, and they're just going to take up more energy. You want the main plant to be growing strongly, and then you can just nip out those little ones. So they do pretty much between every main two branches or two stems, you get a little one in between. So just nip them out, just use your fingertips. That's the easiest way. Just between two. Just have a look on this one here. I think I've done all of them. There's one. So see there, two main, there's the main stem, there's the main branch coming off. So just with your fingertips, just pinch that out, just like that. Another one around the other side, nip that out. I filmed a video literally 2 weeks ago whereby I was trimming back the grapevine, and it's already started sending out new shoots. So I trimmed off to there and we've got a new one already. Oh, hello, Mr. Snail. We don't want you in the greenhouse. I don't like to kill them, but they shouldn't be in here. So anyway, we're going to just, again, take off the little shoots we don't want. So coming along, that looks okay. That's a new shoot that I do want. This one here, coming along, these are just leaves coming off. You've just got to watch for when they send out a brand new branch almost. So along here is a good example. We've got the main new branch that I do want because we haven't got one going in there. But this is a new shoot that I don't want. So I'll take that off. You can see that really easily here. So here is a leaf. You can tell that by one leaf. And then this, if left alone, would probably grow to about 6 foot in length. So I'll take it off. Here's another one. Just take that off. And you've just got to keep your eye out for those extra new stems that you don't want. Here's an easy, really good example. There's the main stem. There's the leaf. Let's take off that one. And there's another one coming straight off it there. I do actually need to secure that up a bit because it's dropped. I'll tie a bit of string around that and hold him up. I'm just going to go around this now looking for those extra little shoots that I don't want and take them off. And finally, a quick little update on the grapes. That's a full bunch of grapes really beginning to swell up now. In fact, the ones towards this end are even bigger. Nice bunch of grapes. You can see them all over the place. You can hear that hum in the background. That is the solar watering system. So it doesn't make that much noise. Just a low hum for 10 minutes, a couple of times a day, depending on how hot it is. Coming outside, there's the Musabajju bananas. And what I might do in a couple of weeks is dig out these. These are the pups. These are the baby bananas. They come from the bottom of the main mother plant. So you can see this one's very big now. So you can dig these out. I think I might do that next week. Dig them out, put them in a pot, and they become their own banana tree. One job I've been meaning to do for ages, we're talking years, is just attach this on. So when it rains, the water will come along here, along the guttering, go in there. I've just attached on one of the clips to hold it all in place, and then the hose pipe will go directly into the water butt, and the water butt is what is connected to the solar watering system, and that comes out from here, or goes in through this pipe, that comes in through the water butt, up into there, out through that one, and in. And just as you saw there, that's actually watering the plants as we speak. Can't help but show you that lovely poppy. How nice is he? The soft fruit bed, I've just taken the covering off just so you can see what's going on. So we've got a load of strawberries. I planted all these in so that the birds can't get them whilst they're under cover. And these, I'm just focusing in on, these are the red gooseberries. So they should go about twice that size. But when they go really deep red, you can eat them straight from the plant. You don't need to boil them, cook them in any way. They're really sweet. Mixed in here, we've got there's a yellow raspberry. There's the yellow raspberry. I think he's ready to eat. Quite nice. There's red raspberries and there's some spring and summer and autumn ones mixed in. And here is the Japanese wineberry, not open yet. They're like a red raspberry, a bit smaller. But again, we've got more strawberries in there and black currants. So that's all looking nice. I'll cover that up again before I leave. Here's the wild area. This was my original raspberry patch. Too overgrown really, but dotted within you can see the yellow raspberries really next to my hand. They are quite big and quite juicy. I'll pick a few of them and take them home for the kids. Figs are getting huge now. Look at the size of these bad boys. I think there's about 20 on this tree. Not quite as many as last year, but that might mean they're going to be bigger and juicier because there's less of them. So plentiful amount still, 20 odd figs. Let's hope I get them before the birds do. See, there we go, loads in there. Love me figs, especially straight from the tree. And then one thing I haven't shown you for a while is my pond. So this pond's just as you come into the plot. We've got some of these plants that are put in starting to grow nicely now. And that one in the middle, that sends up those big stalks with what looks like a hot dog on the end. Not sure the name of the plant. If anyone does, please let me know in the comments. Sadly, no apricots this year, but this tree didn't give me any apples last year. Maybe it had a little rest. And this year, this is the Braeburn. I think we're going to get a plentiful harvest of these. Every branch. One year the branch got so heavy and full of apples the branch snapped. So I've got to keep an eye on that because some of these actually, they could get weighed down very quickly with those apples. Cherry tree. Am I going to get my first ever cherry? Am I? Possibly. There he is, going red. I found out that the birds have been eating them when they're green. Now these two seem to be eluding their attention. I think they're the only two they've left me. Can't see any more. Maybe the odd one or two. But I'm keeping my eye on these. No doubt I'll come down tomorrow and they'll all be gone. But my cherry tree looking nice and healthy. Especially this kind of weather. The Chilean guavas bounced back well. Really did not do well last year. I think I got too much frost damage over the winter and then I didn't get many at all. But these are the Chilean guava. So each of those little flowers becomes like a little blueberry fruit, but tastes more like I describe it as a custard apple. Probably best way to describe it. But you can see laden with flowers, meaning I should get a nice good crop of these. The Chilean guava. One of my favourite plants on the plot is the gunnera. Each time I come down, he's twice his size. If you've watched my channel before, you know that I want to get him in the ground. He's sat in a pot right now, and that pot just sits in water, which is like a baby bath. He's a bog plant, so always needs to stay wet, hence I keep his feet in the water. But one day I want to split it in half and get these in the ground so that these leaves, you can just see they are about a tenth of the size of what they can go to, maybe even bigger once they're in the ground. So that's my gunnera. Love me gunnera. In a previous video I told you about my plum tree being decimated by some kind of bug back in early spring, meaning that I've now got 0 plums on this tree at all. But the problem with it also is gone a bit too leggy and large. Not just that, it's now starting to give me a bit of shade onto the greenhouse, which I don't want. So now is the time. I know what you're thinking, this is the messy area. Yes, I'm calling this area the jungle, but this is where some extra greenhouses and stuff is going to go next year. I'll do that in the winter. So let's get trimming the overgrown, non-productive plum tree. Before I get started, this is a good tool. Everyone should have one of these. This is an extendable hedge trimmer, battery operated. I've got the Von House model. I've had it a couple of years now. Each battery charge lasts about half an hour, so should be plenty to get this job done. Well, to my surprise, as I've been trimming away, I have found that I do actually have some plums. Hopefully you can just about make those out. There's at least 2 or 3 there, and one directly above me, just there. So I've got to be extra careful now as I'm trimming this that I don't chop any off. All right, that's much better. All trimmed down. Sadly, I did take off a branch that had 3 plums on it, so there was actually more left on the tree than I thought. I think I've counted about 10. You can see that little one hanging off there, then through the gap. There we go. So just there is a little bunch of them, and then some round the back. But that's now going to let the tree have more light, more air to it. I've taken out quite a few in the middle of it as well, make it almost like a bowl shape, and it's going to provide a bit more light to my greenhouse. What's that? No, I don't think we need that sticking up, do we? Random. The makeshift sweet corn cage is gradually getting bigger, taking more shape. These have been in now nearly a week and no damage so far, touch wood. So this cage is designed to stop whatever's normally eating my sweet corn, whether it be rats, mice, squirrels, or even my latest culprit, rabbits. If it's rabbits, I think that is now rabbit proof, but obviously mice and squirrels can easily climb over this. So I'm after more of this caging to make a proper roof, and as those sweet corn get bigger, I may have to extend it a bit higher. But so far so good. We'll just check on my sunflowers. So getting big now, well, starting to grow up. There's the head. But what I did want to show you is this stuff. So this is like a Velcro roll, and all you do is snip a little piece off. Can't really do it one-handed. Here we go. There's a piece of Velcro, and what you do, it's just a plant tie, really soft. You can extend it however big or small you want. Just pop that around your plant to just give it that extra support. Really, really useful. I was going to do the same on this one, but he's covered in bindweed, which we don't want. Pesky bindweed. Every gardener's arch nemesis. Sadly, in here, this is my kiwi vine, or one of my kiwi vines that's grown up here. That's fine, but now the leaves are so similar. That's the kiwi. That is bindweed here, and now I don't know the difference. So sadly, it is the kiwi versus the bindweed. Let's see which one will win. Right, I think that's enough done for one day. really productive today. Bit of a bumper edition with so much going on. It's that time of year when things are really starting to grow really fast now, so you've got to keep on top of everything. But I'm happy. I'm happy where things are right now. I think the plot's looking nice, and you've really got to take advantage of these dry days that we're having at the moment. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Really helps the channel. I'm on track now to get to 800 subscribers, so absolutely made up with all of that. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Time for me to enjoy a well-deserved 0 alcohol beer, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye now.